William Saliba planning Arsenal return. The impact of William Saliba at Marseille has got a few Arsenal fans worried of whether the talented centre-back still sees his future at the club. So let's find out today what exactly William Saliba has planned for his future. Also, which Arsenal loanee is set to return and have his loan cut short, and what impact will the arrival of Antonio Conte at Tottenham have on Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. Let's find out in the latest Arsenal news today. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14 and welcome back to this channel. As per, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video, and also while you guys are down there, please do consider subscribing to the boys channel, because as you guys might be aware, on the road to 70,000 subscribers. But let's get into the Arsenal news today, and let's start off with William Saliba. He isn't even an Arsenal player as it stands right now. He is on loan at Marseille, but your boy simply can't stop talking about William Saliba. In terms of the past few weeks, we discussed Mikel Arteta's quotes, Gaspar's quotes, and also a report from Fabrizio Romano. But today we have news from the man himself, the centre-back himself, aka the Mbappe of centre-backs. What has William Saliba been saying behind the scenes? Well, according to Sam Dean of the Daily Telegraph, from William Saliba's perspective, his expectation and desire as it stands is to come back to Arsenal and prove himself at last. He is soon beginning a new course of English lessons to help improve his language skills, and he remains in contact with the Arsenal teammates. So Sam Dean has confirmed there and there Saliba plans to come back to Arsenal. His desire is to come back to Arsenal and fight for a first team spot. First things first, hopefully that eradicates all the fear of the Arsenal fans that were saying, why on earth would William Saliba want to come back to Arsenal? But secondly, in terms of the source himself, Sam Dean is a person that in the past has interviewed people close to William Saliba himself, so there seems to be a little bit of credibility behind the man that is reporting the situation. This also goes alongside what Mikel Arteta was saying only a few days ago, that first things first, Gaspar and Napa had both travelled to France to watch Saliba in action, but also he believes that there is room for Saliba, White and Gabriel next season. And that there, my friends, is the most exciting part, my fellow Gooners. Saliba, White and Gabriel, all under the ages of 24, have top potential and all are employed by our gargantuan institution. As Sam Dean says, it's easy to forget that Saliba is still so young. Since his league-earned debut, only two other under-21 centre-backs have made more appearances in major European leagues. Many of the world's top centre-backs are nowhere near this level at Saliba's age. There is a reason why he was nicknamed the Mbappe of centre-backs by the French media, and so the fact that he is now reportedly set to take lessons in English says to me when Saliba comes back, he means business and he is serious about starting in the Arsenal first team. In my eyes, he is not here to take part, he will be here to take over. Regardless, as Arteta has confirmed, all three of the centre-backs can feature in the same squad. Look at the other clubs like Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea. They all have three top centre-backs. For me, White, Gabriel and Saliba would also fit in that sort of category. But let me know your thoughts on the future of William Saliba in the Arsenal first team, and when he returns, what case does he have to start over either Gabriel Magalhaes or Benjamin White? While keeping it on the Arsenal loanees, according to Chris Wheatley, Arsenal are considering recalling Miguel Aziz from his loan spell at Portsmouth due to lack of game time. 19 years of age, Arsenal decided to loan out young Miguel Aziz to Portsmouth at the start of the season, as even though he was thriving in the Arsenal under-23s, they believe a loan to a club where he could play first team competitive minutes will be best for his development. But since joining Pompey, Miguel Aziz has only made one single appearance. I can completely understand why Arsenal want to cut his loan short, to bring him back to the Emirates Stadium and to see what happens next. Now, whether that's going back into the Arsenal Academy or maybe even going to another team out on loan, that is of course up to Per Mertesacker and the Arsenal youth team. But in terms of the current Arsenal under-23s, these men are flying. As of right now, they are top of the Premier League 2 table outright, above Man City, West Ham, Brighton, Tottenham and Man United. Need I remind you guys, this same Arsenal Academy last year were fighting their lives to stay in the Premier League in the first place. So from relegation battlers now to top of the league 10 games into the new season, credit must go to Per Mertesacker and the Arsenal Academy. It seems like we are seeing an Arsenal hail and remontada. But in terms of young Miggy Aziz, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on what you guys think Arsenal should do. Moving on, let's discuss Antonio Conte. Yes, that's right. right, a certain Nuno Espirito Santo has been sacked by Nando's FC, aka Tottenham, who, by the way, may I just say thank you very much for the beautiful memories that you gave us as the Spurs manager. I mean, my personal favourite was actually the Northern Derby. I was there, 3-1, a beautiful day for Arsenal Football Club. These guys have had enough, they've sacked the manager, and now they've got a certain Italian in instead, as Tottenham have announced today that they are delighted to announce the appointment of Antonio Conte as their head coach on a contract until the summer of 2023 with an option to extend. Yes, Mr. Antonio Conte, ex-Premier League winner with Chelsea and Serie A winner last year with Inter Milan, is now the new manager of trophy-allergic Tottenham Hotspur, who, by the way, as of today have gone 5,000 days without a single trophy. But in terms of Antonio Conte, there is no denying he is a top elite manager, and there is definitely reasons for why I can see Arsenal fans are concerned and worried. But in terms of your boy, I do have my own personal perception. As great as a manager as Conte is, for me, he is the definition of a win-now manager, and that being, if you have a team that is close to a title, Conte is the guy to bring in. Hence why I won't lie to you guys, I was scared if he was to go to Man United with a team and talent they have, Man United would become a serious title contending team. But in terms of Tottenham Hotspur, ask yourselves the question, even though they have some world-class players like Kane and Son, their current squad is barely even making it into the top 6, let alone challenging for a title. And so if we were to bring it back to Arsenal, and that the Arsenal fans that wanted to see Conte take over from Mikel Arteta, even though by no means is Arteta a better manager than Conte, in terms of the rebuild that Arsenal keep talking about and Arsenal need to do, I don't think that Conte would have been the most suited manager for Arsenal Football Club. And I say that because in terms of our current team, maybe in 2-3 years time when our players are peaking like Smith Rowe and Saka, that's when you appoint a win-now manager to get you over the line in Antonio Conte. But when you are rebuilding a team, even if Arteta isn't the right guy, you need a turnover manager to get the team back to where it needs to be. But in terms of Antonio Conte now going to Tottenham Hotspur, of course I'm gonna be low-key worried. Antonio Conte needs either a ready-made squad or money to buy his own players. And in terms of Tottenham Hotspur, they are notoriously known for not spending money whatsoever. In fact, they went 3 windows in a row without signing a single player under Mauricio Pochettino. Bear in mind, they're only giving this guy an 18-month contract. That comes across to me as a club that doesn't trust Conte, and also Conte that doesn't trust Tottenham Hotspur. First things first, let me know your own thoughts of Antonio Conte going to Nando's FC. But secondly, in terms of Arsenal and Tottenham, who do you guys think is going to finish higher this season? Well, here is Arsenal's top goal scorers this season in all competitions. Aubameyang with 7, Smith Rowe with 4, Lacazette with 3, Saka with 2, Nketiah with 2, and Pepe, Odegaard, Partey, Chambers and Gabriel all with 1 goal. But the player that I want to zone into is a certain Emil Smith Rowe, who, as you guys can see here, now has more goals and assists this season in the Premier League than Phil Foden, Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho. And of course, you don't want to overhype him, but the fact that he's now adding goals and assists to his game makes me even more excited for what is already a very exciting player. Aaron Ramsdale's Premier League season by numbers so far: 7 games, 5 wins, 4 clean sheets, 4 goals conceded, 0 defeats, an 85.7 save percentage, 24 saves made, and 2.6 goals prevented. But as I keep saying on most of my videos, I have never been so happy to be so wrong on a player. And as Albinho says, Aaron Ramsdale is still yet to concede a single goal away from home for Arsenal in 4 games. But in terms of our next away game, it is going to be at Anfield away, Liverpool FC. That is going to be a massive test for Arsenal and obviously Aaron Ramsdale. Ramsdale on playing along a Leicester fans banter. I just thought I'd go along with it. I've missed it over the course of COVID. I think it makes me play better. It makes me prove a point. It helps me prove someone wrong. Even though his distribution and his saves of course have been great, the thing that I've been impressed the most about Ramsdale is his character from day one. His interviews, the way he speaks and the way he comes across. At 23 years of age, I think Arsenal have a terrific young character, potential leader in the future, and again I am very excited. And in terms of both Smith Rowe and Ramsdale, they have both made the Who Scored Premier League team in the month of October. Both players have been on fire, but who exactly has been Arsenal's best player? Well, as you can see, the 4 players up for the Arsenal Player of the Month award for October is Aaron Ramsdale, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Gabriel Magalhaes and Emil Smith Rowe. Even though Gabby and Alba have been great, for me this is between ESR and Aaron Ramsdale. But as per, let's discuss down below in the comments, out of those 4 players there, who do you guys think deserves the Arsenal Player of the Month for October? Okay, then let's move on to the other Arsenal news today. And starting off with an ex-Arsenal manager, Mr. Good Evening Unai Emery could be set to return to the Premier League. As according to David Ornstein with an exclusive, Newcastle's manager search is down to the final 2, Unai Emery and Eddie Howe, with Emery being the preferred candidate. Mr. Good Evening Unai Emery, of course, who won the Europa League last year with Villarreal, could be going to Newcastle under their brand new owners, the rich, of course, Saudis that have taken over Newcastle. And even though, of course, in terms of a spell at Arsenal, it obviously went sour towards the end, I will say that Emery has always been a top manager in terms of his attitude, the way he's spoken about Arsenal, even after leaving. And if he is to go to Newcastle, of course, unless it's against Arsenal, I do want to wish Mr. Unai the best of luck at Newcastle United. But what do you guys make of Unai Emery returning to the Premier League and going to Newcastle? Is it going to be a good move for the Geordies? Luis Suarez on almost joining Arsenal in 2013. So then, in the 2012-13 season goes by, I wanted to sign for Arsenal, since Arsenal played in the Champions League every season prior to that. Luis Suarez to Arsenal, what could have been FC is at it again. And I won't lie to you guys, if we had signed Suarez and Ozil in the same window, we would have had a Premier League title wrapped up there and there. But of course, unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Arsenal in the last 9 games since the transfer window shut, won 7, drawn 2, lost 0, scored 17 and goals conceded 4. Mikel Arteta and Edu Gasper always told us, judge them when they have their players. And I tell you what, of course, small sample size, but since then they have showed to us there is a team here and we as it stands are going somewhere. And even though this team still has so much to prove, it shows to me that this team does have potential, and even though there will be bumps in the road, as of right now, no Arsenal fan can deny the potential of this current Arsenal team with their age and the profile and where they could potentially be going. And to further add to that, here is the Premier League table since the September international break. As you guys can see, Arsenal ranked second, only a point behind first place Chelsea. Once again, I'll make it clear, a very small sample size. But in terms of what Arsenal, Arteta and Co are shown there, is when they have their spine fit, their players fit, Arsenal are definitely going to be there and thereabouts when it comes to the top 4. And speaking about November, of course, another massive month where Arsenal play Watford, Liverpool and Newcastle, only playing 3 games in the entire month. Now, if you guys aren't aware, November is notoriously an awful month for Arsenal when it comes to injuries and results. The fact that Arsenal only have 3 games and 2 of them being at home against 2 relegation candidates, hopefully fingers crossed, the positive vibes can continue. But as per, out of the next 9 points available, how many points do you guys think Arsenal are gonna get as per? Let's discuss down below in the comments. But that is the video there. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to go down there and smash a like on the video, and also do subscribe to your boy's channel if you guys are new. If you would like to follow your boy on them social medias, then the links will be down below in the description. That was the latest Arsenal news today, and yes, Tottenham have a brand new manager, and yes, it's Antonio Conte. But all I want to say is a happy 5,000 day anniversary of going without a single trophy. Ha ha ha, Nando's FC. I will see you guys next time in a bit.